Good morning, guys. Good morning. How are you doing today? Sure, you had a great week and you're fully prepared for a profitable trading week. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? How was your weekend? Can you hear me? Please drop a comment. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? How was your weekend? I hope it was great. I want to see your comment if you can hear me. Can you hear me loud and clear? It's good to have you in today's session. Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You're welcome to today's live market analysis. Please, if you have any question, drop it in the comment section. If there's any pair you want us to look at together, please drop it in the comment section. Can you hear me? Fine morning. How are you? Has been trading. Ifeanyi has been trading. All right, all right. So today is 9th September. Let's check the calendar. All right. Thank you, fine, thank you. So today is Monday, the 9th of September, and a medium impact news was released from China, CPI for yuan, and PPI. CPI, that's consumer price index, and also production price index was released for yuan. Okay, and you can see it's negative for yuan. Though we are not trading yuan, okay. Yuan is China's currency, okay. So there is no major news coming from the United States, no major news from the Britain, no major news from Japan, no major news from Europe. Okay, so today we might not see much volatility in the markets. Okay, we might not see much volatility in the markets today because there are no major news to drive the markets. Okay, so we'll go to the chat soon. Okay, good morning, Mr. Ismail, Mr. Odogu. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thanks for joining. Okay, if there's any pair you want us to analyze, please drop it in the comment section. Drop it in the comment section. All right, let's go to the chat. So, Mr. Ludu, good morning, good morning. Thanks for joining. So I would be starting with GBP JPY. I think GBP JPY is set for buy. I'm considering buying GBP JPY. Okay, we'll look at gold in a few minutes. So let's start with the daily time frame, or let's start with the weekly time frame on GJ. So you can see how last week candle closed strong bearish. GJ was bearish all through last week. GJ was bearish all through last week. If you sold GJ last week, you would have made so much profits. It was strongly bearish. Okay, it was strongly bearish. Now, after the close of last week candle, let's go down to daily to see the pattern that formed on a daily time frame after the close of last week candle. If we are able to identify a bullish reversal pattern on a daily time frame, then we should be considering buying GBP JPY today. Okay, if we are able to identify a bullish reversal pattern on a daily time frame. So let's go down to daily. What do we have on the daily? So you can see how last Friday candle, you can see how it closed. This is a spinning bottom. This is a spinning bottom, okay, which indicates change in trend from bearish to bullish. Okay, this is a spinning bottom. It indicates change in trend from bearish to bullish. You can see the reason I'm considering buying GJ today. Okay, I'm considering buying GJ today. Now let's go down to 4 hour. Let's see the pattern we had on 4 hour. Let's see on 4 hour. So you can see on 4 hour also we had a bullish reversal pattern. Though this is not a valid hammer, but as you can see, a resistance was created here. A resistance was created here, and this candle that looks like an hammer closed above this resistance. Can you see that? That indicates that we have more demand, buyers than sellers, and we should be considering buying GJ. But before you buy, Before you buy, wait for price to pull back. That's my take on GJ for today's markets. Okay, wait for price to pull back to a discount level. Wait for price to pull back to a discount level. Okay, so you could apply your Fibonacci, take it from this swing low to this swing high. You can see that price has been in a range since market opened. GJ has been ranging. It's neither bullish nor bearish. Okay, so I would suggest you wait for price to pull back to a discount area. This is where I will be considering buying GJ. If GJ does not pull back to this zone, I wouldn't be executing a trade on GJ. I'm expecting it to pull back to this. As you can see, we have a fair value gap here. This fair value gap. So this is the area, this is the zone. I would be considering buying GJ. I hope that is clear. So when price drops to this zone, I want to see a bullish reversal pattern form inside this zone, inside this gap, before going bullish. I'm not just going to jump in and start buying because price has entered the gap. A bullish reversal pattern must form inside this gap. Okay, I could go down to 3 minutes or 5 minutes time frame to identify the reversal pattern on those time frame. Are you getting me? So that's my take on GJ. I'm waiting for GJ to pull back to this zone for me to buy. And if I'm buying, this will be my first TP for GJ. This will be my first TP for GJ. Okay? So you can apply Fibonacci on any time frame, Mr. Ismail. You can apply Fibonacci on any time frame. But if you're not that experienced, you should work with 1 hour time frame above and above. 1 hour time frame and above. Okay? That is what I would recommend. If you are not that experienced, you could apply Fibonacci on 1 minute, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. But if you are not too experienced, work with 1 hour, 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, and weekly. It also depends on the type of trader that you. If you are a day trader, you want to work with the 1 hour time frame. If you are a swing trader, you want to work with the 4 hour or the daily time frame. Okay. If you are a position trader, you want to work with the weekly and the monthly time frame. So it depends on the type of trader that you are. Okay. So that's it for GJ. Let's move to the next pair, Euro USD. If I said we should look at Euro USD. Okay. Euro USD, let's start with the weekly. Euro USD on the weekly time frame is bearish. Euro USD is bearish. I'm expecting Euro USD to sell this week. Okay, that's my expectation on Euro USD. It is bearish, but we might see price pull back. As you can see, last week liquidity was cleared. That's like 4 weeks ago. Liquidity residing at this high was cleared. You can see this bullish move that started from this point was to clear the liquidity that was residing at this previous high, and that's the average. And you can see 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, the candle closed bearish. Can you see strongly bearish? This is a marubuzu. This is a marubuzu, which indicates change in trend from bullish to bearish. So Euro USD is bearish this week. Okay, it is bearish this week. But let's go down to daily. Let's see. Okay, so you can see we had a shooting star. You can see this is a shooting star. So Euro USD is bearish. Is bearish. Okay, Euro USD is bearish. Let's go down to 4 hour. Okay, Euro USD is bearish, but we might see price pull back. You can see a fair value gap was created at this point. Okay, I would suggest you wait for price to pull back to this area, this fair value gap, before you go bearish on Euro USD. Okay, wait for price to pull back to this area. That's like 40 pips from the current market price before you go bearish on Euro USD. That's my take on Euro USD. Euro USD is bearish. Okay, if you want to buy, wait for a bullish reversal pattern to form on 4 hour before you buy. And if you're buying, you're targeting this fair value gap. Okay, which is like just 40 pips from the current market price. If you are buying, wait bullish reversal pattern to form on 4 hour or 1 hour time frame before you buy. As you can see, price is currently at a support level. It is currently at a support level, and if you are buying, your stop will be this low. Okay, so calculate the risk reward. If the risk reward is less than 1 to 1.5, then you ignore the trade. Ignore the trade. So if you are buying from this point, let's assume you are buying from points 1053 and your stop loss is at 1.1026. That's about 27 pip. 27 pip and you're aiming for 40 pip. It's still a good reward. 27 for 40 is still a good risk reward. Now understand that you're trading a pullback. If you are buying, you're trading against the weekly trend. You're trading against the weekly trend if you are buying. And I always advise that you risk less when you're trading against the trend. Risk less when you're trading against the trend. So that's my take on Euro USD. I hope that is clear. If I okay, today, if I'm to trade Euro USD, I would go for buy. Okay, I would go for buy. If I'm trading Euro USD, I would go for buy. Okay, I will go for buy. You can see price just tested a support level. Can you see this is a support level? So if the current candle closes bullish, if the current 1 hour candle closes bullish, one can risk buying. Okay, so as you can see on 15 minutes, we've had several candlestick pattern here indicating change in trend. Can you see that? We had a spinning top. The next candle was inverted hammer. Can you see? And the candle closed bullish. So this is a bullish reversal pattern on 15 minutes time. So you might want to wait for 1 hour candle to close bullish before you buy. That's my take on Euro USD. For today's market, if you want to trade Euro USD, you could go bullish on Euro USD. Good morning, Mr. Okoro. Good morning. Thanks for joining. Okay, please like the stream, like the stream, like the stream. If you're getting value from the class, please give it a thumbs up. And if this is your first time joining, please subscribe to the channel so that anytime I come online, you get notified by YouTube. Thanks for joining. So let's move to the next pair. Which other pair do you want us to look at? Okay, okay, we've looked at gold. No, we've not looked at gold. Okay, let's look at gold. And then we'll look at GU, gold. So let's start with the time frame. Now, considering how last week candle closed, the previous 3 weeks, you can see the pattern we have here. This looks like an hanging man, spinning top, spinning top. So this is a bearish reversal pattern. These are bearish reversal pattern. Can you see that? This looks like an hanging man, spinning top, spinning top. So gold is bearish. My expectation on gold this week is bearish. That's my expectation on gold this week, bearish. Okay, bearish. But let's go down to lower time frame. Let's see what's happening on lower time. Um, let's go down to lower time frame. Let's go down to daily. What's happening on daily? You can see on the daily time frame, you will see that price has been in a range for some time. This is the low of the range, and this is the high of the range. Okay, it has been in a range. Okay, and if you see, look how last Friday candle closed. Okay, I think this was Friday 6th. Yeah, I think this was Friday candle. This was Friday. So the current daily, okay, we can't work with the current daily. Now you can see that price is currently sitting on a support, right? This is a support zone. Okay, this is a support zone. Price is currently sitting at this support zone. So if the current candle closes bullish, if the current 4 hour, let's work with the 4 hour, let's go down to 4 hour, let's see what's happening on 4 hour. Okay, so you can see the previous 4 hour candle. You can see this is an hammer, right? This is an hammer. It's closed as an hammer. So if the current 4 hour candle closes bullish, you want to risk buying gold. I hope you get that. If the current 4 hour closes bullish, you can see that this previous 4 hour candle was an hammer, though a bearish hammer. And after the formation of a bearish hammer, you have to wait for the next candle to close bullish before you buy. So if the current 4 hour closes bullish, you might want to risk buying gold. Okay, and if you are buying, your stop loss should be few pips below this low. As you know, this area, this level is this low. The lows of these candles are areas of liquidity. Okay, so they might want to come for these lows before going bullish. So stop loss must be below the low of these candles if you want to buy gold. Okay, so for today's market, I think I would go for buy on gold for today's market, but for the week, gold is bearish. For the week, gold is bearish. Let's go down to 1 hour. Let's see what's happening on 1 hour. Excuse me. Let's see what's happening on 1 hour time frame. Okay, so on 1 hour, you can see the pattern we had on 1 hour. It's like a spinning bottom. Can you see this? A spinning bottom, and the resistance was created here. So if you want to buy, you could wait for price to break resistance level. Okay, wait for price to break this resistance level before you go bullish. I hope that is clear. Wait for price to break that resistance level before you go bullish on gold. Okay, and if you are buying gold, your first TP should be this resistance. Okay, your first TP should be this resistance. Okay, that's my take on gold. I hope that is clear. So if you are buying from this point, let's say you set your stop loss at this point, 24819,959. That's about 140 pip. The risk is high. Okay, that's 140 pips, and the reward will be 140. You're buying from this point to 995. That's about 300 pips. Yeah, close to 300 pips profit. So you're risking like 140 to make 300 pips. That's a good risk reward. Okay, so that's my take on gold. For today's market, buy. For the week, sell. Okay, that's my take on gold. Okay, let's look at GU. GU. GU is positively correlated with Euro USD. Okay, so this is 1 hour. Let's start with the weekly. Weekly is bearish. You can see last week candle closed as a doji after the formation of a bearish candle. 2 weeks ago, the candle closed bearish. Okay, and last week closed as a doji. Strong indication that we have more supply than demand. Okay, the sellers are showing up strong in the market, and there is a high probability for price to go bearish. As you can see, a fair value gap was created here on the weekly. So price is likely going to pull back to fill this fair value gap that was created on the weekly time frame. So if you're considering buying, you should be considering buying at this area, this zone, this fair value gap. This is where you should be considering buying. If you are considering buying GU this week, okay? So I'm expecting GU to drop to this zone this week. That's my expectation on GU. Let's go down to daily. Okay, daily also is bearish. You can see price has gone a support. You can see the support level that was created here. Price is the market is currently trading below that support. Okay, that indicates that supply is higher than demand. Okay, but we should wait for today's candle to close. Okay, to confirm that there are more supply than demand. Okay, we need to wait for today's candle to close. Let's go down to 4 hour. Let's see what's happening on 4 hour. Okay, so 4 hour, you can see liquidity just time frame. Can you see this? Okay, liquidity just got cleared on 4 hour. The low, this low has been cleared, and as you can see here, a fair value gap was created here. So GU is likely going to pull back to fill this fair value gap before going bearish. GU is likely going to pull back to fill this fair value gap before going bearish. So if you are considering selling GU, you should wait for price to pull back to this fair value gap, which is that's about 50 pips. Yeah, about 50 pips from the current market price. Okay, so I would suggest you wait. You can see on 4 hour liquidity just got cleared. You can see this was an area of liquidity which just got cleared. So if the current 4 hour closes as an hammer, if the current 4 hour closes as an hammer, go down to 1 hour. Okay, go down to 1 hour after the close of 4 hour candle, and ensure that the pattern on 1 hour time frame is a bullish reversal pattern. Are you following? Are you following? Are you still here? Okay, go down to after the close of the 4 hour, go down to 1 hour, ensure that the candlestick pattern that formed on 1 hour is a bullish reversal pattern. So let's go to 1 hour and see what's happening there. So this is 1 hour. Okay, so You wait for 4 hour to close. Okay, you could wait for this resistance. Wait for this resistance to be broken before you buy. If by the time the current 4 hour candle closes, this resistance is broken, you could consider going bullish on GU. So my take on GU today is buy. Is buy. Okay, it is buy. But for the week, the trend for the week is bearish. The trend for the week is bearish. Okay, I hope I hope that is clear. So that's my take on GU. You could patiently wait for price to fill this gap for you to sell, or you buy after the close of the 1 hour. Okay, wait for 1 hour to close above this resistance before you buy. And if you are buying, your TP should be around this area, this zone. This is where you should set your TP. So calculate the risk reward and ensure that it's more than 1 ratio 1.5. Never go below 1 ratio 1.5. Is if the risk reward is less than that, then you should skip that trade, wait for a better setup. Okay, wait for a better setup. A setup that will give you at least 1 to 2. That's a good setup. Anything less than that is not a good setup. Okay, so that's my take on GU. I'm expecting GU to buy today and for the week sell. I hope that is clear. Which other pair do you want us to look at? Okay, which other pair? Which other pair? Let me know in the comment section. If you have any question, please drop it in the comment section. Please ensure you apply good risk and money management. Don't over leverage. Okay, ensure you apply good risk and money management. Understand that losses are inevitable in this business. You must love losses. You must fall in love with taking losses to excel or to succeed in trading. To make money in this market, you must love taking losses. Okay, ensure you minimize your losses and maximize profits. That is how you win in this business. That is how you win in this business. Minimize your losses and maximize your profits. If you don't like taking losses, you will be struggling in the market. You will be struggling in the market. Okay, losses is part of the game. Is part of the game. Okay, so ensure you have stop losses on all your trade. Any question? Is there any other pair you want us to look at? Let me know in the comment section. Okay, let's look at Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie. I'm expecting Euro Aussie to sell. You can see my analysis on Euro Aussie. I'm expecting Euro Aussie to go bearish today. This is where I'm considering selling Euro Aussie. Okay, I want to see price break this level 6565. This is where I want to go bearish on Euro Aussie. Okay, my bias for Euro Aussie today is bearish, for the week is bullish. Euro Aussie is bullish for the week. Let's see the pattern we had on the weekly time frame last week. You can see it was strongly bullish, strongly bullish, strongly bullish. So I just want to see price pull back to a discount area. You can see a fair value gap was created on, this is daily time frame. Fair value gap was created on a daily time frame. So I want to see price pull back to this area. That's why I'm considering selling Euro Australian dollar. Okay, I want to see price pull back to fill this fair value gap before going bullish on Euro Australian dollar. So for today's market, I'm considering selling Euro Aussie. Okay, and I would go bullish on Euro Aussie when this gap gets filled. This is the area I'll be considering buying. But for today's market, I am going bearish on Euro Australian dollar. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. Any question? Any question? Any question? Do you have any question? Any question? Okay, someone said we should look at Euro CHF. Euro CHF, do I have on my list? Euro CHF. Mr. Ahmed, are you still in the class? Ismail, are you still in the class? Ismail, are you still in the class? Okay, let's look at Euro CHF. I hope you're still in the class, Mr. Ismail. You requested I analyze Euro CHF. Let me add it to the list. Euro CHF. Okay. Okay, so based on the daily pattern, look for buy. You can see last Friday candle closed as an armor. You can see this is an armor. This is an armor. So you should consider going bullish. My buy for Euro CHF is buy for today's market. Let's see the weekly time frame. Okay. So last week candle closed this is a spinning bottom, tested this support level, and there was a strong rejection from that level. You can see there was a strong rejection from that level. Now, after the close of last week candle, how did the daily candle close? As you can see, the daily we had this is an armor indicating change in trend. Okay, so let's go to 4 hour. Okay, 4 hour also, you can see it clearly on 4 hour. We had a spinning bottom, and this is a valid armor. You can see that on 4 hour. So my bias on Euro CHF is buy, okay, buy. But you might want to wait for price to pull back. Let's go down to 1 hour. Okay, you might want to wait for price to pull back to probably a fair value gap was created. Let's see on a lower time frame. Wait for price to pull back before you buy. That's my take on Euro CHF. Euro CHF is bullish, but I would suggest you wait for price to pull back to, let's see, 15 minutes. So you can see a fair value gap was created here, and this gap is yet to be filled. So if I'm to trade Euro CHF today, I want to see price pull back to this area before going bullish. That's my take on Euro CHF. Okay, wait for price to pull back to this zone, this fair value gap, before you go bullish on Euro CHF. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. So that'll be all for today's session. I really appreciate you all for your participation, and I look forward to having you in tomorrow's session. Thank you very much, and do have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye for now.